She wants to know if Howie and I have a showmance still. Howie actually, believe it or not, this is going to come as a shock. Howie has a really nice, normal, beautiful girlfriend. It was like we were like, what? It was totally out of the blue. Let me see if I can catch him. He'll walk here. If he's in Maine, he will walk here to see you guys. We got it. This is his answer machine. You guys can leave him a message. This is really his voicemail. I'm going to play it for you. He's a character. Now I messed it up. Hold on one second. This is really his voicemail. I'm not making this up.
You truly are not very technical, are you?
No, I'm really bad at this. The AV department is suspect. Can you guys hear that or no? Sorry.
Force is with you, and I'll call you back.
He says, what he says is, this is Howie Gordon, star of Big Brother All-Stars. If the force is with you, I'll call you back.
Okay, we have another question over here in the corner.
Hi, Will.
Hey.
I was wondering, since your practice is so busy now, I was wondering if you would be willing to hire a nurse practitioner.
You need a job? You got your California license? We actually, at my office, I work with a 6-physician group, and we have a couple nurse practitioners. So we don't have an opening now. Give me your resume.
How would I do that?
Just don't send baby corn. You can actually, for legitimate people who want to book an appointment, you can go to my website and book an appointment. But if you're crazy and you bring baby corn, security will drag you off, and they really will, because it's a hospital building.
I got one.
Not that you're crazy, ma'am.
I will.
I don't know where that voice
Over
is.
here.
Is that God? Okay. Oh, okay. Hi.
For Janie, honorary Chilltown.
Love it.
As we are.
Love it.
What I wanted to know is, what did you do in your audition tape for Big Brother 2 to make you stand out, to make them pick you?
Okay, I'll tell you my backstory. It's not that interesting, but I'll make it fast. I had graduated medical school and I was working as an intern at the hospital. And my life, I really didn't enjoy it. I didn't like the way things were going because I wanted to be a dermatologist and I didn't have a dermatology residency. This is back in 2000. And I was just watching TV and Carson Daly was on. And I was hanging out with my brother and my brother's like, "You're much more intriguing than Carson Daly." And I was like, "Thanks a lot." But that doesn't do me a lot of good at the hospital. So an ad came on to apply for Survivor, he and I lived on the beach in Miami. We walked down to the beach and I sent in a 30-second tape, and it was really simple. The tape was, I'm not the golden boy, I'm not the wacky neighbor, I'm not the person who's great at competitions, I'm your villain. And I'm like, that's all you need to know. I'm your villain, and I'll win the show if you put me on it by manipulation and backstabbing, and I get this more than anyone else has ever gotten it. So I'm not going to give you any more information. You want 5 minutes, I'm giving you 30 seconds, and I'll see you in 2 weeks. So I sent the tape in. I actually sent it into 3 places. I sent it into Survivor, Temptation Island. I don't know what I was thinking. And then a show called Lost on NBC, not Lost on ABC, but it was a reality show that got canceled about where people travel the world. And I sent it in, and all 3 of them called me right back. So I knew I had a really good niche with the villain, with the evil thing. And when I went to CBS, they said, we have a show called Survivor, but would you rather do Big Brother? And I said, yeah, I think I do pretty well at that. So they it was one more interview, and then they put me through, and the rest is history. They put me on Big Brother. They told me all along, they were like, we're really concerned that you're not going to be the villain because you don't seem like the villain. And I was like, on the show, I will be your villain. I was like, I will get into it. It took me, even on All Stars, it took me a while to get into the role, but once you get comfortable with it, you go with it. So anyway, if you're going to apply for the show, what you have to do, you have to give them an angle. You have to give them a niche. And if you go on and you say, look, I'm your average person, and I'm fun and I'm nice, they get a lot of that tape. What they want is the mean people. That's what they need.
Dr. Will, every morning when we first started promoting that you were going to come to town, we ran this promo saying Dr. Will Kirby's going to be here. We got a phone call one morning from this lady, Janet. What did you ask us in the Big 8 Morning Zoo?
I said, is it for real that you're coming here with, WAPE?
And then we said yes, and you said,
Oh, sweet mother of God.
Why is that? Don't I seem like it?
Well, number one, you have the best smile in the
Oh, thank
whole.
you. You guys are very sweet.
Oh, I know that. Number two, I have a question.
Okay.
In the yard, the camera.
Okay. It's you get really bored in the big house. And I honestly, I did that at the time. I thought nothing of it. It was kind of just to entertain Mike Boogie. I didn't think anything of it. And if you talk to the camera, if you watch the live feeds, if you talk to the camera, they cut it. They cut the footage. So I didn't think that was making it on. And it was such a small thing, I never even thought about it. And as soon as the show was over, I was with Julie Chen, and she came up and she said, my two nephews are big fans. We take a picture with them. And I'm like, sure. It was these two little kids. And I was like, hey, what's your favorite part of the show? And the little kid looks up at me and goes, when you made love to the camera. I was like, what are you talking about, you little freak? Like, I was like, I have no idea what you're talking about. And that was like the first second I had been off the show. And then since then, people have just asked me over and over and over about that. So I guess it was memorable. I don't know. It was such a small thing. I didn't think it was a big deal at the time, but I guess they edited it pretty well.
I have a question over here to your right.
Okay.
Well, on Big Brother All-Stars, what was the slop really?
You know, everyone wants to know that. The slop, you guys know what porridge is? I didn't know what porridge was. It's like really bad oatmeal.